So this is Peak Ski Co., a ski and snowboard shop that runs on EquipDash. And I want to start where the customers start, the booking page. You can run this as its own page, drop it into a website you already have, or build a whole site with the website builder. Same engine behind it either way. And everything the shop does is on here. All the rental gear, the guided tours and avalanche courses, the retail store, even workshop services like tunes and waxes. Let's actually book something. I'll grab the all mountain package. Pick which ski I want. The day, a boot size, and it offers a helmet on the way through. Easy add. Then checkout, name and email. And here's the good bit. The liability waiver is built right into the flow. They fill in their details, emergency contact, ability level, initial the parts that matter, then sign with a finger or a mouse. No emailing a PDF afterwards, no chasing anyone to sign before they turn up. It's signed, dated, and filed against the booking the moment they're done. Then the card goes straight in, a real payment, taken on the spot. One tap to pay, and that's the booking done. Paid, signed, confirmed, and nobody at the shop had to touch a thing. There's another way to book. You can just ask. This is Dash, the assistant sitting right on the booking page. Say someone's brand new to this. They don't really know one ski from another. So they just ask. In plain words, I'm a beginner. What skis should I try? And watch what it does. It reads through the whole shop, works out what actually suits a first timer, and comes back with a couple of real picks right here in the chat. Not a search box spitting out a list, a proper recommendation, like you'd get from someone behind the counter. So they choose one and just say, book it for the weekend. And Dash takes it from there. It makes sure the dates are actually free, works out the price for 2 days, and drops the skis straight into the cart with a checkout link ready to go. From a total beginner to booked in about 4 sentences, and not a single form in sight. Now the shop side of things. This is my morning screen. Right up top, what's happening right now? Pickups due, returns coming back, anything running late, low stock, a few overdue returns to chase, a couple of items running low, one look and I know where the day needs me. Just below, today's numbers, sales, bookings, new customers, and how they're tracking. And it's all broken out by side of the shop. Rentals, tours, the store, the workshop, each with its own running total and status. And this bar right at the top is Dash. I can ask it anything about the business in plain English. More on that in a minute. Here's every booking in one place. Rentals, tours, walk-ins, with the status, the total, whether it's been paid, all in one row. I can filter it down by status, by payment, by date, so on a busy morning, I only see what I need. Someone's here for their gear? Open the booking, and here's everything ready to hand over. One tick per item, and it's marked picked up. Deposit already on file. Returns work the same way, and anything overdue flags itself, so nothing quietly slips. And open any booking, and the whole story's there. The items, the payments, the waiver, the notes, every change since it was made. The other thing I need first thing is what's actually free. This is the availability board. Every item I rent, laid out across the week. Green means it's open, and anything that's out shows up right on the line, so I can see the whole shop's week in one look. Each item has its own row, sizes, individual pairs, the lot, so I know exactly what's left, not just a rough count. I can pull back to the whole month when I'm planning ahead, and when someone's on the phone asking, can I get a set for the weekend, I just pop this open, type the item, and there it is. Day by day, how much is free, right through the dates they want. No flicking through a paper diary, no double booking. And every bit of this rides along in your pocket. Open the app, and the whole shop's right there. Today's pickups and returns, what's still out, how the day's selling. Every booking is one tap away. Open one up, and you've got the whole picture. Who's coming in, what they're renting, and you can check them out or make a change right there. The season's laid out as a calendar too. Every departure, color-coded, so at a glance you can see what's filling up and what's still wide open. And tap any departure to get the run sheet. Everyone booked on, who's checked in, and a way to message the whole group without leaving the mountain. And Dash rides along too. Ask it what's on today, and it just pulls the answer. Your back office in your pocket. So let's say someone walks in wanting a snowboard for the weekend. This is the booking screen. The whole thing happens right here. They're new, so I'll pop their name and email in. And one thing I really like, you can just paste their phone number as is, and it sorts out the country code by itself. Then how long they're taking it for. Let's say Saturday through Sunday. Now the board. Everything in the shop has a barcode, so I just scan it. And there it is, straight into the booking with the right size. And down here, it's already worked out the 2 days, the deposit, and the tax. Nothing to calculate. Last thing is payment, card, cash, or I can just text them a link, whatever's easiest. And that's it. Booking's done, board's ready to go. Let me show you how the gear itself is set up. Every ski lives here with its sizes, a separate length for every kind of skier. And each one of those carries its own stock count, split across both locations, so you always know what's where. Pricing works two ways. Everyday gear points at a shared template change the tier once, and every ski on it reprices. One edit, done. The premium and backcountry gear is priced by season instead. A regular rate and a holiday rate, and the right one applies itself from the booking date. And this one's clever. Gear that's really a kit knows what's inside it. The Avalanche kit is a transceiver, a shovel, a probe. Staff tick the parts at pickup and return. And if something doesn't come back, the replacement cost lands on the booking by itself. Packages are how you bundle things up. Take the all-mountain package. One flat price, $72 a day, boots and poles included, and a single deposit covers the lot. The clever part is this. The customer picks one of 4 skis. That pick one is a choice group. You decide what's a real choice and what just comes along. And packages aren't only gear. The Learn to Tour package puts the intro tour and the touring setup in one booking, with 20% off the gear, the tour seat and the equipment reserved together. Rentals aren't the only thing going over the counter. There's a shop side too. Here's the retail shelf: wax, socks, goggles, beanies. each with its own price and stock count, so you always know what's actually on the shelf. Open one up, and there's the price, the barcode for the counter, and the stock split across both locations. And selling happens right where every booking does. The same screen. Retail's just another kind of booking. Pick the item, ring it up. Someone grabbing wax with their rental, it goes on the same ticket. One payment, rentals, and retail together. Here's the guided side, the tours and the courses. The full-day backcountry tour runs fixed departures, 6 seats each. You can see at a glance which are filling and which are wide open, and a guide's assigned to everyone. Behind the scenes, it even checks their certifications, so nobody leads a trip their avalanche cert doesn't cover. It's priced per person, adult and student rates, and it costs a bit more over the holidays. Peak versus regular, and the right one applies itself. And every departure rolls into the day's manifest, every session. Who's leading it? How many are booked? Who's checked in? One run sheet for the whole day. And everything the customer sees is set right here. The write-up, the photos, the details of the day, so the listing sells itself. Waivers, nobody's favorite job. But look how little work this actually is. One waiver covers every rental and every tour. Emergency contact, ability level, initials on the risky bits, and a signature at the end. And it collects itself right in the checkout, one per person. They sign before they've even paid, so nothing's chased after the fact. Every signed copy lands here automatically, tied to its booking. One glance, and you know exactly who's signed. Open any one, and the whole signed form's on file, and anyone still missing theirs is a single click to remind. Skis and boards don't just rent out and come back. They need tuning, the odd repair, a fresh wax. So the workshop has its own board. Send any item to the bench and it shows up right here. What it is, why it's in, and how long it's been sitting. A tune, a binding remount, edge damage back from a rental. Each one tagged so nothing slips through. Open a job and there's the whole history. When it came in, who's on it, how long it's been sitting. And you can put a checklist on it so a tune gets done the same way every time, no matter who's on the bench. Base, edges, bindings, wax. The tech works down the list and ticks them off, and you can see at a glance how far along it is. And the moment it's on the bench, it's pulled from what customers can book, so you never rent out a ski that's mid-repair. One tap when it's done, and it's back in stock. The workshop sells its own work too. Tuning and hot wax, base grinds, binding mounts, each one set up with a price, a turnaround time, and a daily cap, so the bench never gets buried. Someone drops their skis off, and you book the service in a few seconds, right at the same counter as every other kind of booking. From there, it just moves through, booked, in progress, ready, and the customer hears about it the moment it's done. Tunes and repairs run like everything else. And every customer you've ever served is remembered right here. The whole list, searchable in a second, who they are, how to reach them, when they last came in. Open anyone up and it's their whole story. What they're worth over time, the gear they book most, their details, all in one place. Every booking they've ever made, the gear, the dates, what they spent. So when they walk back in, you already know them. And every email and message you've exchanged sits right alongside it. Nothing scattered, nothing forgotten. Promotions all live in one spot. This season's code is Earn Your Turns, 15% off, with a minimum spend, a cap, once per customer, and it switches itself off in April. All of that's enforced automatically, so there's nothing for you to police. Customers type it in at checkout, and you can punch it in at the counter too. Same code, either way. Gift vouchers sit alongside them. A $100 gift card, ready to redeem against any booking. And then there's email campaigns for when you want to go out and get the business rather than wait for it. Here's a spring sale built and ready to go. The subject line, the offer, and the list it goes to. Write it once, pick who gets it, and it goes out to everyone who's rented from you before. The whole team's in here, 9 of us, and a couple are certified guides. Sierra's one of them, and her profile keeps her certifications: AIARE Avalanche, Wilderness Medicine, CPR, each with an expiry date, and it warns you before one lapses. Shifts, time off, who's guiding this weekend? The schedule handles all of it. Staff clock in and out on the shop tablet with a pin, so you can see who's on right now. And those hours land straight on the timesheets. Who worked, how long, ready for payroll. And everyone sees just their part. Guides get their trips, techs get the workshop, and the money stays with you. Last thing, the numbers. Every report you'd want in one place: sales, bookings, how this month stacks up against last, laid out in plain charts you can actually read at a glance. Broken down whichever way you need it: rentals, tours, the store, by customer, so you can see exactly what's pulling its weight. And if you don't feel like hunting for a number, you just ask. Type it in plain English: revenue this month versus last. And Dash reads it straight from your books and answers right here. The whole business in numbers or in words, whichever's faster. And everything else, how the whole shop runs, you set up once, right here. Settings laid out in plain groups, how you sell, how you take payment, what the customer sees, your business details. No manual, no jargon. Pick an area and go. Looking for one thing in particular? Just search it. Or ask Dash where it lives. And every area is the same story. Clear switches, sensible defaults already set, so it works out of the box and still bends to exactly how you run things.